Dear fellow citizens, the countrymen and the countrywomen of this wonderful, beautiful, sublime nation of ours, let us join hands in our minds. We don't need to join hands in physical life, but let us join hands in our mind and in our hearts when it comes to make our country more beautiful, more serene, and more humble to the truth that exists in each and every one of us. We have to respect the speck of truth. We have to respect the light of truth that is in each and every one of us, the light of the truth in the spirit of everyone. We want to respect every heart, or more precisely, we want to respect that inside each heart in this country. We want to respect the sacred thing and the sacred place inside each and every one of us who live in our little country. If our country is a big country, it's up to our hearts, it's up to how we feel, it's up to how we protect our country. If our country is a small country, it is because we are greedy, blind, selfish, and not clever to respect the divine, to respect the good in each and every one of us. It doesn't matter how big our country is, if we do not come together in respect of the sacred, of the small, invisible, weak little force inside ourselves that is very strong when we allow it to exist, but weak if we do not see it. We want to make our country a good country, a great country. And what is a great country? A great country is a country where we have the best solutions that we can get when it comes to infrastructure, when it comes to transportation, when it comes to agriculture and food production, when it comes to how we do our business inside our country and also with other nations. The important thing for our country is that we are living in the right way. And what is the right way to live? The right way to live is to respect each other and to respect that in us, inside our heart, which is the place in which we dream of the good life for us, of the best life possible for us. And we want to make sure that we will all be able to do that and be that. And I, as the king of this country, I will surely do my best to remind you and to remind us all that we want to be good. I am the king of this country because of my family, so I became the king. But as we all know, every man is a king inside himself. Every woman is a queen inside herself. We have to respect each other. I am not more valuable than you are unless I have the sacred thing inside me that benefits all of society. But each and every one of us have that. So when you have that, you are the most valuable thing. You are the best, most pristine resource of this country. When you have the golden thread inside your life, then you are the diamond of this country. And we want to be the diamonds of this country. We want to help each other to be ourselves in the right way. So we will do the best that we can when it comes to develop our country, when it comes from in all stages of life, with our kindergartens, with our education system, with our schools, with our university. Of course, we don't allow any corruption. Of course, that goes without saying. We don't allow any corruption, and we need every institution, every kindergarten, every school, every primary school, every secondary school, every college, every university to respect the dignity of true knowledge. And we will stop at no cost when it comes, and we will stop at no effort to come to the best knowledge. If we want, we can outclass Stanford University. If we want, we can outperform MIT in Boston. If we want, we can outperform Berkeley and Columbia and Princeton and Yale. If we want, our research with our philosophy can outperform the neuroscience of Stanford. We can be the best, but we have to be open. We have to be open-minded, and we have to allow ourselves to give resources to our research. We have to include experts from China, from Russia, from America. We are not here to compete to only be the best. But we want to know that it's possible for us, for some of us, to do exquisite work, to do the best work, that it is possible in this time of humanity. We will not follow in the footsteps of Elon Musk. We will not. We will agree with his visions for the Boring Company, for how to use our intellect, and especially, of course, for magnets in transportation, the Hyperloop. And when it comes to the Neuralink that he is working on, yes, of course, when it comes to disabled children and paralysis, things like that, we will also invest in cooperation with many of his projects, but we will absolutely not participate in any endeavor that has to do with outer space, because we will put all our resources here on Earth. We will not send any mission to Mars. We will not send any mission to the moon. We will make our garden beautiful. We will make our country beautiful. And in order to do that, we need every resource that we can get to keep it in our country. We need good water. We need good food. We need a good information system that the news and the media will have to take responsibility for, that everything is working in the right way. We don't want to get too much of the stupid information, but we want to get a lot of the good information. We want to set an example to the world that it's possible to have a good media, a non-corrupt media. That's possible, and we can show that to the world in our small little ways. We don't have to be big. We don't have to be successful even. Because if we do the right thing, then we are successful already. If we do the right thing, and if we appreciate each other's approach and our tender hearts for being in the right way together in this world, in this life, as one family where we are all unique individuals in this family. We are all unique, and we should be taken care of as unique personalities and as unique individuals inside the family that we are. And the family is God, is the universe, is the world, is the unity, the circle in which we belong, in which we live, whether we want it or not. So we want to accept that we belong in the unity of our great country, in the thing that we call our family. We want to feel that we belong in a family in our country. We want to work together, be together. We want to be different from each other, but at the same time we want to belong to the same sacred circle, to the same original point inside of us, which is the same thing as the center point of our country, the original point of truth and being in our hearts, in our spirits, is the same thing as the center of the universe and the center of our nation. So, dear fellow citizens, dear countrymen and countrywomen, dear farmers, dear doctors, dear professors, dear workers of any kind, let's join together in our inner hearts now when we are approaching the new year. Now we're in the end of December 2021, and we will soon, after 2-3 days, we will enter 2022. And we will do so with care and with attention and with awareness and with a peaceful approach towards the good, towards the common good. We want to come together in the common good, and I want you as citizens of this country to report to the media and to the parliament if you are not happy with me, if there's something about the king in this country that you don't like. Report it. Make a list. Make a statement that you don't like, because I need to hear that. We all need to hear that. We all need self-knowledge. We all need critical thinking. We all need to hear that which can make us better. We all need correctional modifications for the purpose of becoming a more balanced and true person in this world. So don't be afraid to criticize me. We are not a country that does not allow criticism. We allow the human heart to be what it is. Do not be afraid to criticize the government. Do not be afraid to criticize the mayor in your district. Do not be afraid to criticize me. We all need that. We all need to hear that. Our country is a great country, and we will respect each other in any way or form. And when some of us gets into trouble, mentally, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, we will try to include these emotions and these phenomena, and perhaps even these disturbances, and perhaps even this sickness, which we all can suffer from time to time. We will include that in the circle, in the unity of the country that we want to be, in the family heart of our nation. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to feel what you feel. Don't be afraid to think what you think. But try to find a way to make your being productive. Try to find a way to make your being productive for this country and for you, for your own spirit, for your own inner heart life, and for the family that we all live in, for this world. Try to be productive for this world in the best way that you can. And when we need help, we can come to each other. We all have to develop, we all have to help to develop the health system in this country, the hospitals. And the real truth is that it's not only the bureaucracy and we and the government and me and the doctors who work in the hospitals who decide what kind of hospital that is going to be. You are also a major part of that which decides what kind of hospital that hospital shall be. With your attitude, you contribute to what this hospital is. With your attitude, you can provide doctors with new research from top-notch scientists and researchers all around the world. You can provide doctors with new insights. You can be polite, humble, and clean and careful in your interactions in this life, in our country, and of course also in our hospitals. But the point is here that we are not afraid to improve things. We will just try to improve it in a nice way, in a way that is appropriate for the gentle kind of society that we want, because we want to have a tender heart and a gentle approach inside our society. We don't want it to be too hard and fragmented and noisy and ugly and bad. We want to smooth things out with the oil of the human heart, with the oil of our affection for that which is good in this life and in this world. So I hope and I pray that we all come together in the best possible attitude and approach for the new year, which can absolutely make the new year a very good new year for our nation. Thanks so much for listening, and have a wonderful period in this time when we slowly enter the new year of 2022. Thank you.